So we're here at Whatever by Hektek, the show about whatever, where we talk about whatever. I do have a big, hefty topic that we're going to start off for. But first, let me go ahead and introduce my guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I don't know what you call yourself.
I call myself a lot of things. You can call me Aris for the purpose of this show. I
Okay.
will respond to
Okay,
that.
cool. So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I am
She says she's boring first and foremost,
I
but
do say I'm boring all the time. I'm boring. I'm not in the industry, but I'm dabbling in a lifestyle. So I think I'm boring. I go to work, I take care of my kids, I come home, and then I get a little spicy every blue moon, take a couple pictures, dabble with some guys. So
with
I think
S's.
I'm boring.
You said guys with S's. That's not boring.
Well, I mean, only because of my new
Situation.
situation, relationship that gives me a green light to dabble
Okay,
if if I choose to partake.
okay.
But I still think I'm boring. I'm
Have
not as
you have
spicy
you?
as you.
I'm not spy. I'm pretty boring.
Lies,
How?
lies. I'm
I'm
sure there's
super
footage
boring.
that shows you not being boring.
Well, the Boondocks say on the R. Kelly trial, that's not me. Um, that's a clone. You know, we have this whole
Of
clone
course.
conspiracy now.
Clone
It's
Tyrone, yeah.
yeah, it's a whole clone. That's not me. I be in my little cubby by myself with my Bible and prayer beads,
Minding your business.
minding my own business.
Jobless.
Yeah, it's a pretty boring life that I live. Um, so the topic that I want to bring up, and it's kind of perfect, not for you, but perfect to talk about with a woman.
Okay.
So, have you seen the post going around where women across America is saying what places they don't want to go for dating, like to date?
So I've seen it pop up on my timeline multiple times, and I haven't read everything on the list, and I'm like,
Oh, we got time.
oh, of
We
course we do.
we got time.
I've seen a couple things, and I'm like, the movies. I mean, I can understand a couple of the areas because they're
Oh, don't
impersonal,
spoil them yet. Don't spoil them. So,
but
so what
mm,
I will do is I will go down the list,
okay.
and I want you to say yay or nay, and then why. Right?
For yeah,
Why you think they're good to go, or why you think they're not good to go.
okay,
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay. It's very simple.
Yes,
But let me find this damn list first. I got it.
because it's been popping up everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's kind of good because I know you heard of the Cheesecake Factory chick.
I have not.
Word.
So I'm boring. So I don't be all over and be hearing stuff
Cool.
sometimes.
Let me fill you in. So it's a first date. This gentleman uh takes this young lady out to dinner or whatever for their first date, and they pull up to the Cheesecake Factory. And she refuses to get out because she says, how dare him take her to the Cheesecake Factory, that this, with how she looks, this place does not fit her.
Her outfit.
No, no, no.
Or just
Her.
hmm,
Cool. So as she's talking to the dude's very pleasant. He was like, "Oh, you're recording me." He's like, I'm cool. You know, you could ask me whatever." He gets back in the vehicle and he's like, "So what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?" She's like, "Oh, how dare you take me to the Cheesecake Factory? Da 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 da. This place, whatever, whatever." So she was like, "Well, why don't you?" And so he was like, "Well, hold on a sec." And he shows her the phone. He's like, "This is the place that I was going to take you." And she was like, "Yeah, we need to go there, like that place." And he's like, "Cool, we could have went there. However, I was supposed to pick you up, and we were supposed to go at like 4." He was like, "Then you had me waiting an hour for you, and so that reservation pretty much
past.
is passed,
Yeah.
right?" So then she's like, "Well, okay, so don't take me there. Take me to another spot like there." And he was like, eventually, he was like, "You know what? I'm good. I'm gonna take you home."
I don't blame them.
when he said he's going to take her home, then that's when she was like, no, 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 no. I don't want to go home. Let's continue to date. He's like, no, I will take you home because, I thought this was a good experience. Woo. You're not happy. So clearly this ain't going to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you home.
I think I did hear that.
All right. So now you're all caught up.
I'm caught up, yes.
All right. So this list makes it seem like we don't want to date at all. Here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date to. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help make this list.
The city girls. Got it.
So there's 25 items on this list.
Okay.
Maybe more. Hold on a second. Yeah, 25. All right?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And some of these are my go-to date spots.
Well, I'm going to give you a yes or a no and the why. Happily.
And I'll tell you why I take certain people to these spots. Okay? All right. So number 1, Cheesecake Factory.
So Cheesecake Factory overall is overrated to me. I wouldn't prefer to go there personally because I don't like their food.
Okay.
And I don't like cheesecake. I'm lactose, so me and dairy don't get along anyway.
They have vegan.
But I've gone multiple times and have never liked their food. I've never had a meal and I'm like, this was good. I've never liked anything that I've ever eaten there. And so for me personally, because I've been there multiple times, I'm not a fan of anything on their menu. Sorry, not sorry. Cheesecake Factory is a no.
However,
if that's what he chose, I'm not going to turn it down in the parking lot. I'm going to work with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I work with it, but it's not my first.
So because of the food.
Because I don't like the food.
Not that it's cheap, not that it's whatever. Just because
I don't like the menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, Applebee's.
I love Applebee's. Like a 2-for-1 Long Island, bitch. Give me 4. Guess who's getting lucky that night? I assure you. Let me get.
There's one down the street.
I know there's one down the street. 2-for-1 raspberry Long Islands, and I'm lit.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So what about the food?
I love the food. Like I had a go-to when I would go. I would get the sweet potato pot fries. I get my wonton tacos religiously. I would get the chocolate mousse when they used to have the chocolate mousse shooter. I go there almost every Thursday. That is my spot. I love Applebee's. We can go.
Okay.
All day.
Chili's.
Chili's is okay. I've gone there for a first date. And it wasn't bad, but I'm not a big fan. There's nothing really on their menu that stands out, but I'm not bougie to where I'm going to be nitpicky about a Chili's. That's an average first date type of spot.
Yeah, and it's low pressure.
Yeah, it's low pressure because if you spend $90 on a meal for me,
your panties better come off.
I'm feeling obligated to help you. If you take me to Texas Day, Brazil. No matter how terrible that date is, I feel obligated to give you some.
At the table, you might as well just shimmy right up out of them.
Yeah, go ahead and just sit right next to me. You're too far. Even right here, you're too far. You might as well go ahead and get started because I owe you a lot.
All right, so I know where. Yeah, cool. Number 4, Chipotle. Yeah.
On a first date?
On a first date.
No. Chipotle's a little too
relaxed.
It's too cheap. I couldn't see you taking me to a Chipotle. Like that can't be the only stop.
I think it's $10 per bowl.
It is. And if that's in your budget, we could have went to a picnic and you could have made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and we watched the sunset. I would rather, if you're going to be cheap, be creative with your cheapness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no Chipotle.
Do not take me to Chipotle, but a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly underneath the stars. Let's go.
Me personally, I feel Chipotle is overrated. I feel
the food itself.
Yeah.
It's okay. I've gone a couple times. It's like
I get
movie
the bowl.
night type of bowl.
Yeah, I get the bowl.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
We're sneaking in food to a movie, like a 3-hour movie. We can get a burrito, throw it in my purse.
You already know where we're going. We're going right over here.
Studio movie girl?
Yeah.
But if we're not, if we're going to AMC and we're watching like a 4-hour movie.
That's not on the list. But for y'all that don't know, Studio Movie Grill is a spot. It's a movie theater that serves food. Like they
Yes.
bring them out to you.
Yes.
That ticket is not cheap.
Well, no. If you go on Tuesdays, the tickets are $6.
I'm not talking about.
But the meal
I'm talking
itself,
about the meal.
only because they charge an 18% gratuity.
Now.
But you can order it yourself up front.
And bring it.
And bypass the gratuity.
Ooh, didn't know that.
So,
but the food's still not cheap.
You can do it 2 for $30. I mean, it's average. You know, a burger and fries is like $12-15.
Yeah.
You can do a 2 for $30 that comes with an appetizer and 2 entrees for $30. Yeah. Similar to what you would do at like a Chili's or an Applebee's, but you're also watching a movie. But it's that 18% gratuity
that racks up.
That's what racks it up. Because who the fuck wants to pay 20% at the movies?
So Olive Garden, number 5.
I like Olive Garden.
And they got the endless bowl of pasta.
I don't even care about the pasta. Feed me all the bread. Fatten me up on breadsticks, and then let's get busy. I told my last first date that, the guy I'm seeing now.
Yeah.
Fatten me up on breadsticks, and then stuff me.
So you just you just love the bread.
I love bread, and I love zuppa toscana.
Me too, and I try not to eat too much bread anymore.
Well, that's why I've gained so much weight, because bread is my friend. So Olive Garden, me please.
Then I bypass it because there is the movies. So we could take out Studio Movie Grill
and just the movies. So I think movies are impersonal because you're spending 2 hours and then some in silence.
True.
And so I feel like
unless you're one of them aggravating people that ask every damn question about every damn thing in every damn movie.
And if you're one of those people, don't fucking go to the movies with me. But I feel like a movie date can be impersonal because you're quiet and watching a movie the entire time. Mm-hmm. However, one of my best first dates, we went and saw a free movie. I had free passes and we went to the movies and then we happened to go to Applebee's afterwards and we had our Long Islands and then I gave him some. You know, it just worked. But in general, movies are impersonal. And even if you go to the Studio Movie Grill and you're eating at the same time, there's still not an opportunity to have a conversation because you're spending 2+ hours staring at this screen.
So what I normally do is a reverse. I go out to eat first, and then we go to the movies. Because if we didn't make it past dinner, we ain't seen the movie.
Yeah.
We could just go our separate ways. All right.
Got it.
So, number 7, your house.
Nowadays, no. Only because I've been laced before at somebody else's house. So, I've done... in my golden days, a late night swim has been a nice date at like the community pool. And if I like you, I would invite you back to shower. And that would turn into a nightcap or whatever the case may be. But in general, to invite you into my personal space, day one, we have to have fire ass fucking chemistry for that to happen. And that is very rare. So no, you cannot come into my space.
Okay. Number 8 or number 9. Yeah, I would say number 9. Any fast food chain.
No.
You ain't gonna get the
we're not getting a 4 for 4. We're not getting a 4 for 4. Again, if you're going to be cheap, then we might as well go make sandcastles at the beach. Do not take me to a fucking 4 for 4. It is a hard no for me.
You ain't getting the spicy nuggets?
No. No. And I'm simple. I'm a simple woman, but fast food is where I draw the line.
Okay.
I'd rather have no food than fucking fast food.
All right, number 10, Buffalo Wild Wings.
I don't feel like it's first date appropriate unless you're both into sports and there's some type of venue or something playing that day. So that way it's a conversation. It's you being excited about what's going on around you. And who doesn't like wings? But if not, like I'm not a person who really gives a fuck about football. So if there's a big game going on, you want to take me somewhere where everybody's going to be screaming at the TV and I could care 2 fucks less? No.
Take me, yeah.
Yeah, no. But I do like chicken.
All right. I feel this one is kind of, I don't know. This one is weird for me. All right. Number 11, Wingstop.
So Wingstop is kind of like another fast food place. However, Wingstop is fire. You get that,
especially tenders.
I get the $16.99 meal deal where you get 20 boneless with the large fry and then add a drink for like $20. Yeah. I mean, that's the vibe. And you can come back to my house and we can watch a show. However, for a first date, it still feels very fast food-ish. Mm-hmm. And very, I'd rather not. Not for a first date, no.
Okay. This one I despise. Number 12, Red Lobster.
I don't like seafood.
Me either.
So I would go and order the chicken tenders. Like,
Like
easily.
then we could have
Easily.
just went to Wingstop.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you are trying to get to know me, you'll learn very early on. If you ask me what type of food I like, I will readily tell you I'm not a seafood person. If you take me to Red Lobster, then you're obviously not listening to what the fuck I've been saying. No, don't take me to a seafood place.
Okay.
If you want to go, I'm not rude. I've never turned down a date based off the location that he's wanted to take me, but I've been places that I didn't prefer to go because that's just rude. I'm not that person.
Makes sense because I'm the same way. Red Lobster, I'm like, ew. Well, I might get some salmon, but
Yeah.
ew.
People like the
They'd
cheddar
be like,
biscuits.
I could buy them shits.
You can make them yourself, yeah.
I could buy them shits.
You get the big jumbo box of Red Lobster cheddar biscuits.
I will buy them shits. I'm not making shit. Nah.
Yeah.
I live a bachelor lifestyle for a reason. All right. Number 13, a buffet. Now, this one is a little tricky because Texas to Brazil is kind of a buffet.
It's a high-end buffet.
It's definitely, that's what I'm saying.
But so is like a Golden Corral.
They still exist?
Yeah, ain't there one around the corner or did they close it?
That's been closed. The one down the street? That shit's
But they also
abandoned.
they have hibachi buffets. They have sushi buffets.
So buffet.
I'm not mad at a buffet because it shows effort. Like I don't know exactly what you like, but you're bound to find what you would like here.
Yeah.
I'm not anti a buffet.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. One of my favorite spots. Not for dates. I have taken dates here.
Okay, what is it?
Huh. That's crazy.
Shannon from
Huh. Okay. Number 14. IHOP.
I've been taken to IHOP on a date and we actually had a really good time.
IHOP is chill.
I would turn my nose up at it, but we
Yeah.
actually had an amazing time the one time somebody took me to IHOP.
IHOP to me is like we met somewhere late at night. I happen to be hungry.
It's
I know
3 o'clock in the
It's
morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. Nothing else is open. I hate Waffle House.
Let's go get some pancakes.
Let's go get some
And let me
pancakes.
vibe and talk, get to know you.
And I did that.
Yeah.
Hours. Sitting in the booth.
But I think a 6 p.m., like on a Friday night,
Oh, no.
take me to IHOP?
I'd be like,
Absolutely not.
Be like, hey, our reservation is at 6. Where are we going? IHOP.
I'm like, no.
Maybe
You?
like, first of all, who the fuck does reservations at IHOP?
6 a.m. you mean? Like a early morning before we do something else type of thing?
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
But no,
Right,
not for dinner, no.
Here's another one of my favorites.
Okay.
And these two places, I could tell you exactly what I'm gonna have.
When you go?
And I look at the menu like I'm gonna see something different, and I always go to the same shit. So number 15, Denny's.
Denny's is like an IHOP.
I know.
I don't want to go to Denny's. If you take, like I said, I try to be a nice guy. And I will likely go to all of these places. Now, will you get a second date after a Denny's? It depends on the date. I would rather not. No. Okay. Like you couldn't think. We passed everything else. A little hole in the wall. We passed all type of shit. You took me to Denny's? I don't like Denny's.
All right. So number 16.
Okay.
This is a weird one for me. The gym.
I like gym dates.
Okay.
I like, have I been on one? No, but I've pitched it as an idea when I've been talking to people.
So pitch this gym thing to me.
My thing is like.
What, I'm standing over you while you're doing like fucking bench presses so my balls are sitting on your forehead?
Yeah. Let me see what you got. Wear the hoochie daddy shorts, and I'm gonna wear the pants with the little scrunchy booty, and we gonna exercise together. Like I'm trying to work on my fitness. I know you trying to work on your fitness. We can look at some booties together. We can do some squats together. We can bench press together. I'm competitive. I want to see what you think I can and can't do and prove you
Yeah.
wrong type of thing.
Yeah.
But then also, I've been to the gym on some late night shit where nobody was there. And guess where I thought about going? To the showers together. So it could be spicy, and you're getting
But
sweaty and you're.
but remember, this is first date shit.
Yeah, I've pitched that as an idea when talking to someone.
Okay.
We could have a gym date, we could have a dinner date. I'm not anti going to the gym. It's a neutral territory. I have fun when I go. I'm on the treadmill eating an oatmeal cream pie. I'm like, I have fun when I'm at the gym. I'm listening to my music, I'm dancing, I'm vibing with whoever I'm there with.
I don't think you're supposed to be eating while you working out.
Don't judge my life. Yes, you can. The
Cool.
oatmeal, if they be laughing at me. People see me on the treadmill eating my
I would
cookie,
too. I'd be like,
and I'm like, this is why I'm here. Fuck you very much. It's awesome. I would
that's
do it.
like having pizza night at the gym.
They do. They
I
have
know.
the grape. I go for the grape Tootsie Rolls. When I get there, I take a handful. I'm eating them on the treadmill.
That's why I'm glad my membership is canceled.
I go for the food.
All right. Number 17.
Yes.
Church.
Fuck no. So my last relationship, he was religious and wanted to be celibate and all of these things. And I tried to go to church, and it's just not for me. So if you think our first date is going to be me sitting there acting like I give a fuck, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, but
I mean, it's facts. It's facts.
I don't believe in any of that shit. You can be laid out crying and shit and bucking and stuff, and y'all fucking speaking in tongues and all that bullshit. No, no. Take me to church. No. I'm not even staying through the whole fucking sermon, especially if the choir is trash.
Oh, so if the music's good, you'll stay.
If the choir is okay, I might hear out the preacher. However, you still are likely not going to see me again because I'm not atheist, but I don't believe in any of that shit, and you're not going to take me to church on a first fucking. I feel like you're setting the stage because you're going to expect me to do this again, and it is a hard no for me. It's 10 no. It's 100,000 no's.
Okay.
No, church is a no.
Okay, church is no. Number 18. Starbucks.
That's a cute date. Women like coffee. And if you don't like coffee, they like scones or all that other bullshit. So Starbucks is a cute opportunity to sit and have a conversation just face to face. You can be there for as long as you want, as long as you buy something. You can get a water, you can get a fucking banana bread. Starbucks is a cute place for a date. And even though it's cheap, it's coffee.
It's not really that cheap.
It's like going out for happy hour. Coffee is the morning's version of happy hour.
Okay.
So yeah, I like Starbucks.
Number 19. I don't know why this shit is here.
Yes.
Coffee dates.
I mean, it's kind of the same.
That's what I'm saying. It was weird.
Because people put a high value.
I could tell women make this list.
People put a high value on Starbucks, and Starbucks is truly overrated. Like, it's truly overrated.
Burnt coffee.
Yeah, but to go in a little hole in the wall that's got like the couches and some books to read, and it's a little coffee shop.
No books, but I got you.
I've been to a first date actually.
Like Barnes and Noble?
No, that's a great date actually. But we went to there's a little record bookstore up by University Mall, and it's like a little coffee shop. And that was one of the best first dates I'd ever gone on. It was literally a little hole in the wall space, old books, old records, old movies, and we had the best conversation and had coffees and cookies, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So yeah, I could fuck with a random coffee date.
Now this one might be my speed.
Okay.
Number 20, ice cream date.
Yes and no. I am extremely lactose.
You could get the fucking frozen yogurt.
Even with the stuff that's allegedly lactose free and dairy free.
It's not?
No. They can say it's not and it still have a certain small percentage in it. And unless you want me farting all night, that's not a good idea. I love ice cream. I think that's a cute date. Have an ice cream cone, walk the beach, have a malt, have a shake. It is a very cute date if your date can tolerate what they service there.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 21. This gotta be a weird one. Family functions.
That's a weird first date.
It's a weird first date.
In this day and age with social media and online dating and the fact that you could literally not live in the same state, county, this half of the region of the person you're dating and talking to, you could have easily a 3 to 6 month relationship, quote unquote relationship, where you've never physically met, and the first opportunity happens to be a family function. There are very few instances where that would be okay. In general, I don't want to meet your mama on the first date. I don't want to meet your sister. I don't want to meet your baby mama. Fuck them kids. That's not first date appropriate, because then tomorrow when I decide that you ain't shit or your dick's little, whatever the case may be, you're not gonna see me again. And I didn't held hands with everybody and everybody loves me. And now I'm the girl that you brought who
ain't shit.
And I'm so no.
All right.
No.
So 22 movie night means Netflix, Hulu, and etc. HBO Max got some banging shows.
I like that idea if you feel comfortable with the person enough to come into their personal space or vice versa. I like that idea. I'm a big popcorn person, so we can make different variations of popcorn. We got one drizzled in chocolate with peanuts. We got another one with some chili lime seasoning, and we pick a random movie out of a box and say, this is what we're watching tonight. I like that idea. I can fucks with a movie night. We can make a fort. I'm
definitely a movie night person.
We can make a fort.
Yeah.
I can do a movie night. That's not off the table for me.
Okay.
Yeah. That I'd rather do that, some cheap shit, watching a movie,
than
fucking fast food.
Okay.
That's
All right, 23. Somewhere that requires a long drive. I don't know what is subjective to long drives, because sometimes 30 minutes can be a long drive for me, depending on what we got going on.
It's definitely subjective, but it depends. Where are we going? Or is it just the whole scenic route type of thing?
I don't know. This is where that place
is on the list of things that's not a good first date.
Somewhere that requires a long drive. That's it. There's no explanation after that.
I mean, if we were driving 2 hours to Fort Lauderdale to do a murder mystery dinner, that would be cool.
If you get to Fort Lauderdale in 2 hours, I need to get the fuck out the car.
The left lane is for felonies. You didn't know that? 95.
I drive
the whole way.
Listen, my boy was on the phone with me from Jacksonville to Tampa, and he was like, "How the fuck you get there so quickly?"
I made it to Atlanta in 4.5 hours, and that is that's a 7-hour drive. Normally,
7.
450 miles.
If you drive slow,
I made it in 4.5, and it was great.
All right, not getting in the car with you. All right, 24, bowling.
I love to bowl, so I would do that for a first date.
Okay.
But I need a little notice just so I can cut my nails, because I'm competitive and I don't want a granny roll and I'm trying to kick your ass. We can absolutely go bowling for a first date.
Okay. I'm not a good bowler, but okay.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Possibly. This is the day I'm like doing really good.
I love bowling.
All right, 25. This one might be like, okay, I understand. Nightclubs.
That's not a first date type of setting.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's loud. Like, it's obnoxiously
loud. Huh?
Just like that.
What? Yeah.
And all you want to do is feel my booty while I'm shaking my ass on you. Like, no. Yeah. We're not 12. Not 12. We're not 16.
Yeah, I was about to say 12. The fuck kind of club you going to at 12?
We're not 18. We're not 21. When you're 21, maybe. You might find that appealing, going to a club and then maybe hitting it after hours.
What if it's a strip club?
That might be your thing. As a first date, if she's into that shit, why not? If she's into that shit, why not? I know a lot of people that love strip clubs, and they're mostly women.
Yeah.
If that's their thing, because it's not usually as loud as a nightclub.
The fuck it's not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they have to have some.
Be able to have a little bit of rapport and kind of taunt and tease the people that they're dancing for.
Now, this one I could fucks with.
Okay.
26, hookah bar.
I wouldn't like it, but I would go. I'm not a hookah person.
Okay.
I mean, will I take a couple puffs just for shits and giggles? Sure, but
Okay.
it's not my preference. Like,
Okay.
it's not my preference. I mean, it's a nice chill vibe.
It's a lounge.
It's a
Mostly.
lounge. I've gone to many lounges, especially in Atlanta, has some amazing lounges.
I believe it.
Yeah, if it depends on the hookah bar, because if it's some piece of shit hole in the wall that's dirty and like the seats are cracked, and you want to take me here of all hookah bars,
Yeah.
you take me to one that doesn't at least look nice. If we're gonna do it, let it be at a nice establishment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Number 27, a bar just for drinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to drink. I love to. I mean, not to say I love to drink, but
I was about to say, damn, Alki.
just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, cheers.
I think drinking dates are cool.
People are honest when they drink. You know, they're uninhibited sometimes. They get that liquid courage to say things you didn't think you would have said before.
Oh, it's on here.
Something else? Yeah, I'm not anti a drinking date unless you don't know how to hold your liquor. Because I've gone on a drinking date, and after the fact, the guy was spilling his drink on my dress and spilling it on my shoes.
Oh,
And
damn.
he didn't have that much to be spilling it on me and then inviting me back to his place after he spilled his drink on me several times.
You don't know. You probably taking shots and you looking the other way.
Look, it was when I found out he didn't drive and he had took an Uber there and he was drunk and then had me drop him off, but he was still spilling things on me. That's when it was a no for me.
Okay.
Handle your liquor. We're gonna go on a drink date.
Number 28. Waffle House.
Waffle House is ghetto.
As fuck. We bound to fight.
But they have great waffles. The waffles are fire. The potatoes, get you some hash browns with some peppers and some onions. It's great. However, a first date, no. If it's not a breakfast date, we're not going to Waffle House. We're not going to Denny's. We're not going to IHOP unless it's appropriate, aka a breakfast date.
What about Kiki's breakfast?
Kiki's is okay. I have a favorite little breakfast spot that I like to go to. It ain't Kiki's, but if we're going for breakfast, yes. If again 8 p.m. on a Friday, do not take me to Waffle House. Do not take me to fucking IHOP, to Denny's, to Village Inn, to any.
I forgot about the Village Inn.
I don't want to go to any of those places on a Friday night dinner unless we've had a cute enough banter to where that would be funny to me.
Yeah.
But in general, like we've barely been talking and you want to make a good impression and we roll up to a Waffle House, you don't plan to see me again. That's my idea. Okay. But I'm going to eat them waffles. Okay. And they're going to be amazing.
All right. So the last one.
Okay.
Number 29. Sport event.
So personally, I'm not a sports person. I've never been to a basketball game. I've never been to a football game. I've never been to a baseball game. We didn't even have a football team in my high school.
Okay.
So.
Damn. No soccer?
We had soccer, but technically, because I'm trying to be open-minded, I have it on my list to attend all of the above, including a hockey game, at some point in my life as a date night idea.
Okay.
First date, I think it's tricky because I'm going to be asking a bunch of questions because I don't know what the fuck is going on. I can follow basketball, but if there's 30 people running around the football field, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And everybody's screaming and everybody's excited, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't enjoy it.
Okay.
And I don't feel like I'm going to be able to get to know you and have a conversation with you. I'm going to get
because we're screaming.
Because we're screaming and everybody around us is screaming, getting all overly worked up over something that I don't understand. I don't want to go to any type of sport event on a first date necessarily. However, it's on my list of things to do. First date, I would rather not.
All right.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, you're not as bad as these women that made this list. So how do you feel about the list, though?
It's not uncommon to see women, and I hate to say this, and some of us joke and call them the city girls, that are bougie about where you can and can't take them, that are bougie about how they expect you to dress when you approach them, that are bougie about how much money you make, the type of position that you have, and that you have and maintain all these things that they don't maintain and have themselves.
100%.
Type of thing. Like if you want to go to Texas Day, Brazil, or someplace expensive, my question is, can you afford to take him to Texas Day, Brazil, or somewhere expensive? Like date. I don't want to say date at your level, but don't expect somebody to do for you what you can't
Do for
reciprocate
you.
in return.
So I have a
Yeah.
client, and this client always takes me to fancy spots. They took me to my birthday. That's when I went to Texas, to Brazil for the first time. And I remember we were talking about how other people she was taking out, like, bought all this shit and because they knew she was paying for it.
They do that.
And I told her, I never order something I can't pay for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case your pocket's fucked up, I ain't washing no dishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got my portion. You good. But this last time I took her to a place in Soho and she pulled out her card. I was like, nah, I got this. She's like, what? I'm like, listen, you've taken me out multiple times. I'm not broke. I got it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I never go nowhere that I can't pay for myself. And I feel like a lot of people, mostly women, go out for the free meals and they be like, oh, well, I don't have to pay. I might as well. I've seen people go and order lobster, not to eat the lobster, but just to take pictures with it so people think they're out fancy or whatever.
Yeah. I've seen that. And that's a thing. And it's unfortunate, but that is the world that we live in. Mm-hmm. Because I come prepared to pay. Not just for mine, but just in case. I come prepared to also pay yours. So I don't expect you to take me someplace that I can't myself afford just in case, because shit happens, life happens, you lost your wallet, we get to the restaurant, you realize you forgot it, even though you might have been bullshit and it didn't have it in the first place.
But most people have iPhones.
Yeah, but not all places take Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Google Pay. Not all establishments do. I've been to many that don't.
Not high end.
Yeah, not high end, but I don't expect you to take. I just don't.
Even Waffle House, I think, takes Apple Pay.
Yeah, because when I had my update, we paid Apple Pay. But it's a thing that I've seen it all over Facebook. He needs to have this, that, and the other, and they're providing examples of what type of house he needs to live in, what type of car he needs to drive, how he should dress. But I'm like, but you're not working. You don't have a job. You're on Section 8, or you stay with your mom, or your mom has custody of your kids, but you expect somebody else to come in and pay everything and then some and take you on these fancy ass dates as if you're a high value. That's a thing now. High value woman, a high value man. That's a thing now. And I'm like,
that's cool. So I had I was on a show and it was brought to my attention that the woman, this particular lady, said that the man she wants needs to be making 10 bands a month. So, like, okay, that's cool. Do you make 10 bands a month? She was like, no. Okay. So what if the guy makes 4, 5 consecutively? He might hit 10 every here and there, but and she's like, nah, he needs to hit 10 bands a month. Cool.
but what does she make?
Not 4 or 5.
And that's the thing. That is a thing. They have these high expectations of what they want their partner to be able to provide.
But they can't provide it for themselves.
They're not bringing anything at all to the table. I know many people that want someone that can finance and support them, but they do nothing to support and finance or to make themselves better. They're waiting to find the perfect guy that'll fit that bill and meet all these criteria, but make that 10K a month. And I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
You want him to make 120,000 and deal with you?
And that's not hard to find. I know men that make 6 figures easily, but the fact that all you're advertising is the fact that you're looking for money, but you don't bring shit to the table besides your vagina, that's not where it's at. They have vaginas. That's all they have to offer.
Yeah. As someone who gets a lot of vagina.
It's overrated. I don't want to say it's overrated, but says the guy that's boring. Mr. I'm boring.
From what I heard.
Oh,
From
okay.
what I've heard.
Oh, okay.
I have friends, they tell me about these
Okay.
things.
Okay.
They tell me about these things. Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Mister, I'm boring. I just sit here with my Bible and my beads.
that's how I know vagina is, you know, what it is. So with that, we're going to take a little break. This is Whatever by Hektek. Remember, we're on every Thursday night on Opulus Radio. Make sure to check us out. We're doing our damn thing. So, yeah, we're going to take a break. This next segment of Whatever by Hektek, the show about whatever, right here at Opulus Radio. So, yeah, are you ready for the next topic?
I am. What you got for me, hey?
Okay. Could you date anyone in the sex industry?
Part of I don't know that I could. I am territorial as hell.
Okay.
I do not like to share. And so being in the relationship that I'm in where I'm allowed to do whatever I want and he has no interest in other women, even though that's my preference, it's still weird to me, but I can't imagine dating somebody who is actively, proactively, even though it's for monetary gains, doing shit with other bitches all the time.
What's all the time though? Like, what if it was once a month?
Is it once a month? Like if they're making money, they would have to be who was filming content once a month and making money to pay the bills.
I film content sometimes once a month.
Mister, I have my Bible and my rosary and I'm a good
Of me praying. I shoot content of me praying once a month.
No,
And
no. I
I
don't
make money.
Sharing is not caring for me. Like there are occasions where I will openly be engaged and encourage us with someone else, but you actively, even if it's for work, purposefully fucking someone else. And I've witnessed the process in the past, and it's not to say that it's staged and it's not there's no emotional connections there when they're engaged with these women, with these other persons. I just no. I don't want to watch you fucking somebody else.
So you're not a cut queen, is what you're saying.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but
A cut queen is someone who watches someone else, their partner, having sex with them.
I don't want to watch my partner with another person. Absolutely not.
So what if it was just hand job, blow job, foot job? What if it's not fucking?
Foot jobs are interesting. I could see that because it seems very impersonal. I feel like
because you're so far away.
Because you're far away, but I feel like when you plug in and you connect when you are fucking someone and or they're sucking your dick, I think that would be a hard no for me.
So no sucking dick.
I think anything with your vagina in your mouth would be a no for me. But if my partner said, "Hey, starting an OnlyFans, gonna be doing some foot jobs, gonna be getting some hand jobs," I'd be like, "Oh, have fun." I think if it's something that I'm not doing, maybe.
But what if it's like you don't want to give him a blowjob and he's like,
"Oh, that will never happen." And even if something were to happen, I fucked up my jaw and I can't suck your dick anymore, you can't get it from nobody else. Even if we're making money off of it, even if it will pay my bills and I can retire tomorrow and all you got to do is get a blowjob once a month, I'm still like, no, fuck you in that bitch.
Damn. So what if he was okay with you making content with other people?
My person is.
So you could do that.
Technically, I've had my first experience with a potential bull, and it was interesting. And he wasn't present for this first experience, but I'm still trying to figure out where I want to be in that. But I am too territorial to watch my partner with someone else. But he's encouraging me to do stuff with other people, so it's kind of different because he's okay with it. I am not. I've never been in this position. I've normally dated people that were openly squares, or if they were fucking other people, they were doing it behind my back because they knew I wasn't gonna like it. Like they were the whole.
But that's my point, right? So if you have someone who's like, listen, this is my job, this is what I do, whoop-de-woo, wouldn't you rather them tell you versus sneaking and still doing it?
Yeah, you can tell me, but we're not gonna be in a relationship. If your job is to fuck other people, that is not the type of partner that I want to have. And if you feel, whether it's for work or if the person that I'm recreational, if the guy that I'm seeing currently decided that he now wants to do full swap or wants to engage, while I have my partners, he has his partners be in a full open relationship, then we're not going to be in the fucking lifestyle because I don't fucking share. Fuck you and that bitch. I don't share. I am selfish.
But
I'm selfish.
But isn't it kind of hypocritical?
No, because I didn't ask to be in this. You're encouraging me to be in this. And
so what if you
I am humoring the situation. It's not my preference.
Okay.
I'm accustomed to being monogamous, and in a monogamous relationship, that's what I give. I expect you to give the latter.
Yeah.
This person encouraging me or saying that if I meet somebody at the club and they're fine as fuck and I want to take them home, he's encouraging me to let them bless my throat, but please send him a video or a photo of me doing so. That pleases and appeases him, and that's why I'm willing to engage. My preference is the latter. I'm not used to engaging in having other partners when I'm in pursuing someone or in a relationship with someone. So him giving me the green light still feels weird. I'm not reciprocating that green light. It is a no for me. If I want to bring a bitch home for you to mess with, so what? That's if I were to allow it.
So what if you bring a bitch home and he's a little too into it?
I mean,
like, would he have to not be into it? Like, be like, get away! I don't want her sucking my dick.
No, because I know what I have to offer, and I know that I'm amazing. But I also know that new pussy is the best pussy, allegedly, or pregnant pussy is the best pussy.
From what I've heard,
yeah,
on both of those.
Okay.
From what I've heard, I had friends that told me it's wonderful.
New pussy is allegedly the best pussy.
No,
pregnant pussy is allegedly
definitely the latter.
Pussy.
Yeah. So always wet. From what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. Anyways, I digress. If I brought someone home and I said, "Hey, let's do this shit," I'm hoping he needs to live his best because this is not going to happen all the time. I am allowing.
So you want him to bull her down, do what he needs to do, spit in her mouth, slut her straight out.
Slut her out the same way you slut me out. Like I am gifting you this opportunity, but she also needs to understand that she is a guest in our bed.
Makes sense.
You may or may not be invited back, so act accordingly. So show up, show out, go the fuck home. So
makes sense.
If I invited it and I allowed it, sure, but just for recreational purposes and or for a career, him partaking in other people, even though there's nothing personal about it, it's strictly transactional for me. And this is just to say, like, my hesitancy when it comes to ever indulging in the lifestyle is I enjoy it way too much. And I feel like once it becomes work, it's going to take away from my personal enjoyment. And so I don't want him to feel like it's always work and then not have the energy to give me what I want the way that I want it.
So I could tell you that's not it's kind of, but not the case. If I'm fucking with someone and I'm really into them, they can't get me off of them. Even if I went to New York and I had a situation, and her stipulation was, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, but I better still have enough dick for her afterwards. I shot 4 scenes and still had enough dick for her afterwards. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I don't like the whole idea of if you were my partner, that you was just in 4 other pussies before you got to mine.
It was one.
Absolutely not.
It was one other pussy.
It's 1, 2, 5 and a half. It's too many. Yeah. I don't want somebody looking at you the way that I look at you, somebody sucking on you the way that I suck on you, or being better than me it's a competition thing too. Like,
so what if she's like got the got 3,000?
Absolutely not, because now I'm jealous and I got to step up my game because I let some random bitch slob your knob and you came in 30 seconds and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Why did you enjoy this the way that you did? Now I'm asking questions. I'm too territorial.
Okay. So even the guest, if she does it too good, you feel some type of way?
If I
I
feel like
mean,
he overfuck. If he shows out for her and gives me bare minimum, I would feel some type of way.
okay. Well, what if he's
I would feel
tired?
some type.
He might
You
be
don't get to
tired.
be tired.
He might be tired.
You don't get to be tired. Just like the lady said, if you're gonna do all these things, have enough dick for me. If I'm allowing you to cartwheels into somebody else's pussy, I need you to make sure that you can somersault back into mine.
I mean, I was able to.
Yeah.
I was able to.
Yeah.
But
But I know work is work. Like it's not the real deal. Typically, or you expect there not to be any type of emotional connection with that person. But even still, I don't want to have leftovers of somebody else's pussy.
I watched it all.
I don't give a fuck. It's the principle. It's the whole.
But what if
It's
she
the
was there for cleanup duty? So she's there to clean you off after it's done.
After you're done doing what?
Fucking you. Like if I gave you a cream pie and she was there to eat it out of you or whatever, like.
That's the visual. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Like to eat it out of me and then service him afterwards. In general,
Well, she gotta clean up both of her messes or the mess. So yeah, she'd clean you out and then clean me off and then go about her business.
I mean, but how often does this occur? Like, if no, it's a
I don't
no
know.
for me.
It's the one time she's the guest.
I Okay, the one time she's a guest, because again, I've had relationships where we've had threesomes and they were great with the other woman, and we all engaged, and it was a whole party.
So you had
And
a
I
poly
never,
relationship?
no, it was never poly, but I had a really good girlfriend, and we had our first threesomes together with a random guy who was a friend of hers, and I also had a couple with a guy that I was seeing, one with a friend, one with a woman that I didn't give two fucks about. I didn't
So
know.
you're okay sharing?
If I allow it, if it's initiated by me.
Okay.
It has to be I have to have control.
Okay.
It has to be
So what if he
if
was
I
like,
say
"Hey,
so.
this is who I'm shooting with," and you be like, "Nah," and then he shows you another one. This is who I'm shooting with, and you be like, "Yeah."
It's a no for me. It's the fact that you are proactively fucking someone else. I
What
don't
if
give
he
a
giving her half dick, like not really the full dick, just half dick?
no. It's a no for me. I could not. I mean, I don't know. I've met this one fine ass man, and he was in the industry, and I'm like, oh, but I could have you too. I mean,
And what happened?
I'm still too, I feel like I'm too territorial. I feel like I'm too terrible. What's mine is mine. No, I'll share if I want to fucking share, and at no other point in time should your dick be in somebody else. Period.
Okay.
Even if I could retire tomorrow because you're in this
You
lifestyle,
just fucking.
I would rather fucking go to work and work overtime.
Damn.
No, I'm not that person. I don't want to say that I wish to be that person
Mm-hmm.
because the people I don't know. No. No.
All right. So the next question it has no attachment to this. Well, kind of, maybe not. But why? Okay, let me rephrase the question. I'll rephrase it in my head. Okay. So women often say they want a man who's secure sexually with himself, right?
Yes.
Until he might ask her to peg him or lick his asshole or something of that nature. Then they start to question his sexuality. Why is that? So why you want something, the man gives you what you want, but you don't want that.
There are levels to what people want and what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
So being comfortable in your sexuality and you wanting me to rim you, it's just it kind of depends on how open with the woman she is with her sexuality. I think it kind of plays a part.
Okay.
Like if you're fully open, then you can fully embrace how open he may be to include rimming, pegging, things of that nature. I'm relatively open, I would like to think.
Okay.
But it doesn't change the fact that My God toots his legs up because he wants to be trimmed. It feels weird.
He
I'm like,
holding his leg back like
look,
this.
motherfucker's flexible, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden it feels like his ankles is, and I
yeah,
want to laugh, and I'm like, why is this a thing? But by all means, I'm gonna do it.
yeah.
But I don't know how. I don't think I would question his sexuality if he were to ask me to peg him because I know or have heard that the male G spot is in his rectum. I've had partners
From
before,
what I've heard.
from what I've heard. I've had partners before that would buy a plug for me and it blows up and expands and all this shit and vibrates and would want me to use it on him. And I've reciprocated. I'm like, if that's what you enjoy, then by all means, I want to please you in the same capacity that you please me. And I love anal. So I
You've
could,
told me this.
yeah, so I can only imagine if your G spot, similar to where mine is, if when you stimulate mine, it's a completely different thing, or you focus on the foot, it's a completely different thing. If it takes me reciprocating that action for you to experience what I just experienced, then fuck it.
No.
However, I don't know that I could actively put on a strap on and or take a
Hold his hip.
dildo, and I don't know that I could physically do that. Not because I have a question about his sexuality, but it just the action itself. I don't know that I could even do that to a female, like to wear a strap on and fuck a female. That just something about that. That's not my role. I don't feel like that should be my role. It
Okay.
feels weird to me.
Okay.
Am I going to question his sexuality? Now, if you pegging from a female, no. But if he's asking to let some guy fuck him in the ass, maybe.
But what if he's bi?
I would never date somebody that's bi because I am territorial, number one, and I don't want to feel like I have to compete with not just Janice, but John. I don't know who the fuck you're looking at,
But
and everybody's on the table. So
so wait a
no.
minute. So if he's bi, but he's not with a man, or he could separate the two, you still would feel some type of
It's
way.
still a hard no for me. Like if I learned that the person that I was interested in is actively or has in some capacity been bisexual, then to me, I am now not only competing with women indefinitely, I am also now competing with men, and or will feel like there's a desire that he may have that I'm not going to be able to meet, whether I peg him or not, because fucking someone versus playing with a toy are two completely different experiences. So to say that he's bisexual and I peg him, it's not the same as if he were to be with Jackson or John or whoever this guy's name is. It's not the same experience. So I couldn't do it. It's a no for Erie. It's a no for me.
Okay. So he can't suck no dick, and y'all suck dick together.
Absolutely not. I would probably be like, wow, that is amazing. Because men have stronger jaws than females. I might learn from watching you do it. However, I assure you, our relationship is over after I watch you partake. I may be engaged, and like I said, I'm going to take some notes. But I promise you, I'm not sucking your dick again, and you won't be fucking me after I watch you suck someone else's because no. No. No.
So you just feel like you couldn't compete with a man?
I don't want to have to. I already have to compete with these hoes. I'm not competing with the nigga either. No. Because they have stronger jaws.
Whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
You don't know, or might you know?
I definitely don't know. I definitely don't know. I definitely do not know.
I hear it's a thing that they are amazing. That men give better blowjobs to men, women can give better head to women.
That's cool. That's cool.
So you're asking me if I would be willing to, why? But you're like, could a guy suck your shit?
Nah.
So okay, we're in the same boat.
But I'm a 100% hetero cis male.
Okay.
But you're bisexual. You like.
Do you have to be bisexual to participate in bisexual activities? Because I'm not bisexual, but I've eaten a pussy before.
Yeah.
I have zero interest in women. Zero. But
so why did you eat the pussy?
because we're in an act together where
No, 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 no.
I'm not attracted to them whatsoever, but we are engaged in an
So
activity that
whatever's in your
involves,
face, you're gonna just devour.
yeah, because
Okay.
that is the role that I'm playing at that time.
Okay.
After the fact, fuck you, hoe. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, I don't like women. I have no interest in women. I don't think she's cute. I don't usually find them attractive. I mean, no, I mean, I can appreciate a beautiful woman,
Okay.
but whether she's beautiful or she looks like a bugaboo, if we're engaged in a threesome,
You
and
play your position.
because I'm open with my sexuality and comfortable in my sexuality, and I like to show up and show out, I'm going to show up and show out for both of you, not just for him, because it's not just me and him, it's me, him, and her. But I'm not buying it by any means, by any
How many?
stretch.
Let me ask you this question: how many non-bisexual acts have you done?
Like threesomes and or making out with women and or what is it
All,
supposed?
all, all the above.
Enough.
Give me a number. Give me a good number, estimate.
I like to say 10,
Okay, that's not a bad number.
10 to 20 maybe. I'm 35. I'm 35. Like
Wait a.
I've been started fucking when I was 13.
But
So
listen,
there have
you
been,
start off at 10, and I was like, okay, you might have a point.
but when I think about like kiss just at a
Let's
bar,
just say pussy.
okay.
Well, first of all,
If it's just pussy eating, then it's less than 10. But when I think about situations where I might have been on a project where all of a sudden I got suckered in and I'm playing with a toy and there's another woman on the other side of the double headed dildo and it's a thing, you know,
oh, I know this situation.
I got pulled into some
I
shit one
wasn't
time.
there though.
I know, but I got pulled into some shit, and all of a sudden, it's me and a bunch of women playing with each other. And I had no interest in this, but I was on camera, lights, camera, action. Let's go, you know. So I would say less than 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Maybe
it was fun, but I'm not buying. I have no interest in women whatsoever.
I would. Maybe your argument stands. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it does. So you never. I know you thought about being in the industry before.
I've thought about it.
And what's pumped your brakes?
The only thing that's ever pumped my brakes is I feel like if I'm going to do it, I need to do it 1,000% enough to cover and or support me if I lose my main job.
I feel that.
Because the industry that I'm in, I'm growing, I'm progressing, you know, with my regular Monday through Friday 9 to 5, to where I'm likely soon going to be a senior and or can move into leadership and or can move into management and or, you know, an opportunity to make six figures is not unreasonable where I work now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a can I how much work when I imagine how much I would have to do in the industry to make and or match or exceed what I can make with my 9 to 5, I'm not willing to put my vagina online to make that much money.
What if it
Or
wasn't your vagina?
what's it going to be then?
What if it was just like you were just doing fetish, like you giving a foot job?
I know masks are a thing.
They
And
are now.
so I've entertained or thought about, okay, I could probably pull off some shit as long as my face is not involved.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, in the line of work that I'm in, I don't need my and or want my face to be involved because I can't afford to lose my job
Mm-hmm.
unless this can sustain my current lifestyle. My partner encourages if I decide to do something, he's all for it. He's like, absolutely. I don't know why you don't. You got a pussy, you're cute, you're open with your sexuality. I don't know why you're not doing it. He's encouraged me to do so.
So what's your answer?
What's the question? Why am I not doing it?
No, no, no.
Or
What if you didn't have to do with your pussy? It was just a hand job, foot job, or something of that nature. Would you then do it?
maybe. I feel like a hand job or a foot job is too easily a prelude to everything else because of my sexuality. I wouldn't be satisfied just doing a hand job. I wouldn't be satisfied just doing a foot job. Because I'm a performer, less is not more. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go big, go home type thing. But the problem is, I don't need and or want my face.
So what if you had
everywhere.
the mob thing, where they put them in the dark room and their face.
What is this mob thing?
I don't know. I just thought of that.
Yeah.
Um,
So I thought I have the full support of my other half if I decide to engage. I have his support. However, I would have to figure out a way to do so
mm,
to where they're not going to find out at work. There's no possible way. They're going to link it to me.
that's cool.
Yeah. Because I think I would be good at it. I feel like I would be phenomenal. I enjoy it. I I think I would be awesome.
I'm sure.
I've had people ask me before, why are you not
Mm.
fuck you paid me? Yeah.
So with that, we're gonna take another break. We're back with Whatever by Hektek on Opulus Radio, where we're the show that talks about whatever. Clearly tonight we've been talking about whatever. So my next question. Huh.
You change your mind, huh?
I lost it. Oh, I found it.
Indecisive.
I am. Especially with Coke in my cup. Um, so do you feel there's a double standard in the world? Um, and what I mean by that, well, it's kind of what it is. But case in point, women could have 100 sexual partners. They labor or something. Man could have 100 sexual partners. He's not labeled anything. Or women could talk about whatever. Like they talk about how good their pussy is, woo woo woo. A man talk about how good his dick is, he's a creep. Or he's looked at a certain way. So do you feel like there's a double standard from male, female to male?
Yes and no. There's kind of always been a double standard, but times are changing to
Mm.
where things are more socially acceptable and we kind of just sweep people's comments and what they do under the rug to where it's just like, eh. So
Unless you're a man.
it depends on the person. Like it
Yeah.
used to be that you could say, "Oh, I a bitch that fucked 10 people, 100 people. Oh, you're a slut. You're this. You're that. You're the other." Nowadays, if you've had that many partners, they expect you to know what you're doing,
Facts.
and they're excited that you're experienced and you've been around the block. So
Yeah, because ladies, I hate when you talk that game, you get over here
and it's whack.
and you act like a nun or a virgin. I don't need none of that.
Yeah,
I need all that freaky shit you were talking.
yeah.
When you arrive, I need that.
And same for if a guy wants to talk all this shit about he got this, that, and the other. Make sure you're backing it up. And same for the woman. If you're gonna talk all that shit, make sure you're backing
That's
it
why I
up.
don't talk about it. Like
Yeah.
women be like,
Don't
yo,
talk about it. Be about it. Yeah.
like women be like, how big your dick? I'm like, I'm hung like an Asian.
A Google search will say that is a lie. Mister, I be in there with my
I
Bible.
mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm in there with my
But
Bible.
having what you have don't mean shit because everybody don't know how to use what they have, or they assume because they have it they don't have to do any work. So, or people just
From
think because
what?
they have a pussy that that's good enough.
Oh,
That they
Jesus
ain't got to
Christ.
do shit. They ain't got to work with it. They ain't got to do kegels.
Listen,
Like
there's so many freaky pillow princesses
pillow princess.
that it's a fucking annoying.
What is a pillow princess? I feel like I know what this means, but what is for the class? What is a pillow princess?
So for y'all that don't know, a pillow princess is a starfish. Oh yeah.
What the fuck is a
And
starfish?
chicks just spread out, just lay there.
And just dried up and just don't or
I
just
mean,
don't
she
move.
might not be dry, but or she does one of these things. hate this. Hate them. And I mean the digging out. Yeah. I hate that. I hate. Right. Like they got the yips. Yeah. I hate that. So so a pillow. so a pillow princess is a chick that just lays there.
She's just boring.
Pillow princess. So she just lays on the pillow.
That's whack. But double standards, I think are they still there? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But sometimes it depends on the audience because people are so much more. There's so much shit out here. People don't care anymore. Do whatever the fuck you
think
want.
They don't?
I
think people still care.
I think it depends on the generation.
Case in point, I can only talk about my prayer services. So when I was on this journey to be a pastor, everyone talked about me being a pastor on my journey, right? They're like, oh, you out here doing this, doing that. Now, them same girls are trying to be nuns with feet or whatever else they got going on. Same ones 5-6 years ago when I started my pilgrimage to my holy craft. Now they're doing the same thing.
Because times have changed and they can see that there is a profit and money to be made in this industry.
But what I mean,
and doing things you already love to do.
No.
And or shit you're already doing.
Well, okay, cool. However, when I reach out to the same girls and be like, yo, we can go ahead and get this collection plate together. We can go ahead and get this collection plate together. They're like, nah, my morality says this and my morality says that. Oh, your morality changed now. You don't have a boyfriend or relationship or whatever the fuck may have been. Now, you willingly want to get on your knees and pray.
Jobless.
That was good how I did that, right?
I'm like, collection. What are we collecting? Semen in our face? Like,
I mean,
imagine what all we're,
I mean, for some of them, maybe
blessing you with holy water.
Yeah, that would be dope. I don't want it to be, the 40 years in the desert.
Oh my God. Yeah. I know somebody was just asking me, like, did you know where lube came from and why it was created? And
no. I need to hear this.
Apparently it was allegedly for women in menopause. I don't fucking know.
Makes sense.
But I'm like, look.
That's the same thing for dildo. Dildo was for mental patients. Like women that was mental. Yeah.
What?
They thought making them would clear their mind. I don't know. Whatever.
But then they had.
I'm glad it's here though.
What? Yeah, because not to say you need it. You can go in the ass raw, but it's nice to have.
Oh, we talking about lube.
Lube, yeah.
I was talking about
dildo. I mean, it's nice. Those are nice too.
And I got for a straight heterosexual man, I got lots of toys.
Toys that you take to church?
Yeah. For
the children?
For the children.
Yeah.
For
okay.
The kids.
To get back to your question, are there double standards? Absolutely. However, people are a little less. There's so much other shit going on that it's so easy to get distracted by everything else that I don't even think it matters. I don't know that it matters.
Well, it matters to the people that care, right?
The overly people that are actually religious and in the church, those people maybe.
Not even. Listen, when I started my journey, I could never. Bitch, you with a whole dope boy. I think he's more detrimental to the society than I am.
It's a state of mind. Sometimes I think some
With the dope boy or the women or the
though.
people.
I think people aren't. I don't know how to explain it, but people aren't open minded. I'm like, you're already doing the shit. Might as well make money doing the shit.
That's my thing with
Yeah.
a lot of girls that work at clubs. You're already doing it.
Y'all doing that shit in the back.
Allegedly or whatever.
Quote unquote. We know you're doing it.
Listen.
My homeboy paid $200. I know what he got.
Anytime I meet a girl and she be like, I don't do nothing in the back, I'm like, I didn't ask you to. Like I ain't even asked you for a dance.
But the fact that you had to say it confirms that you're doing exactly what it is that you claimed you're not doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's necessarily a religious thing. I think people. Okay, case in point, right? Let's go back in history. At one point in time, it was okay for a man to have multiple wives.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere, I know what happened. It was from the simps that can't have multiple women that was like, this is wrong. And they wrote a law saying this is wrong. So now society has changed to where having multiple women is wrong. But it's society, it's not anything else that says, I mean, why is it wrong? If I can support 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 women, and I want to deal with them all at the same time, and deal with them all syncing up at the same time,
why can't you?
Why can't I?
Why is that your business that's what I'm doing?
100%.
Yeah.
If it's not fucking with you,
why are you so bothered?
Is it mad because you can't have 10 women
that's what
all
it is.
cooperating?
That's what it is.
That's
where these double standards come into play. People are jealous, and that's why they're mad, and that's why they're hating, and that's why they got shit to say because they ain't got it, and or they can't do it, and or they probably want to do it, and they're secretly doing it.
Listen, I know so many people that feel because what they're doing in the shadows doesn't matter. Right? So, same thing with the girls that's in the clubs. They feel because no one physically sees them, it didn't happen. You can't Jedi mind fuck me to be like, this dude, I'm going to tell a trick. I'm going to tell a telltale sign. If a dude leaves a VIP room and goes straight to the bathroom, and then from the bathroom leaves, he's good.
He probably he got what he came there for. He spent enough coins.
Yeah.
And he's going home.
And you can't fool me. You can't tell me anything differently because I've seen a disappointed man before. I know what a disappointed man looks like.
Yeah.
A disappointed man goes back to the bar and orders another drink.
And or goes back and finds another girl. Here's hoping.
A happy man leaves.
He's ready to go to bed.
He's ready to go home. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You can tell me whatever, but I've been in that environment enough time to know what it is.
I had a friend when we went for his birthday, and we knew it went down because after he left the VIP room, he was ready to go. We went to IHOP. We had them pancakes we talked about. We went to IHOP.
He was ready to go. Chance. Like, what is it? Why are we still here?
Yeah, right. Mission accomplished. We good.
I'm good. It's time to go.
And that's exactly what it was.
Hey, y'all ready? Hey, y'all good? Hey, I'm good.
I got my car.
What y'all gonna do? Cause I'm about to leave.
That's exactly what it is. He was ready to go, and I'm like,
shit, we still here? Why we here?
Yeah, nut received, time to leave.
Clarity.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I got what I came here for. We good. We out of here.
I'm not miss. I don't need to talk to you. I'm good.
I don't mean to dance.
I'm good. Why? We still here? Well, yeah.
Y'all ain't paid yet.
Tab. Like, why are we here?
That's exactly what it was. It was
Yeah.
great. I was like, you must. I know what it was. I know what happened. I see you, bitch.
Did he go? Let me ask you this. Did he go to the bathroom first?
I don't know. I wasn't watching that closely. I was paying my tab.
Hey!
But I knew after he got his dance, he was ready to go.
Hey! Wrap it up. We're about to leave.
That whole session.
Yeah.
All of them.
And it was his birthday. You know.
What's the noises they be making? Something stupid like
that. Yeah.
So,
we gotta go. Wrap it up.
We literally went to IHOP afterwards.
Why we like?
And went home.
Oh, hold up. Dreams and Nightmare came on? Fuck that song. I'm out. Good. I don't got no more money to spend.
He spends enough on that blowjob. That dry ass blowjob in the back.
First of all, how you know it's dry?
Condom blowjobs are not fun. I hear they can be okay. However, there's nothing better than feeling the organic gag and or slob of a woman, the back of her throat.
But you're assuming that the condom was used.
Oh, it was. He told me. And if it wasn't, I feel like the strip club is not a place that you should willy-nilly accept anything unprotected, because 9 times out of 10 you are not the only nigga they service that night, and you don't know what she got, he got, the other bitch got.
Sometimes you gotta roll that dice and live life. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you do gotta roll that dice and live life. However, if you happen to have somebody at home, how do you explain getting head from someone that had gonorrhea in their throat, and now you got it, and now your wife got it? Because I've known people whose women were cheating and came home with some shit, but the nigga didn't have it. She was trying to blame it on him, but they both got tested, and only she was dirty. No.
That's when the stories come up and be like, I got it from you.
No. And that's one thing I do appreciate about people that are in the lifestyle, and how clean it is, as far as how often you have to get your testing, this, that, and the other, how they're trying to make
my industry.
Yeah, the Bible industry.
How
you're trying to make 100%. Sure that the people that are partaking in all of these things are healthy and they're safe. And if they happen to be wearing a condom, they likely didn't get their tests back in time.
It's getting worse.
To confirm.
It's getting so bad.
Yeah.
It's getting so bad.
Yeah.
Because you having people in multiple industries do multiple things while they're testing. So me personally, I don't take people to the pulpit too often anymore.
No?
Rare. Very rare.
Not sprinkling that shit on it.
I'll sprinkle. I'll definitely sprinkle. When they give them their prayer, I gotta bless them.
On their knees.
I gotta bless them. You know what I mean? And I've been kind of known to give good blessings.
I've heard.
I'm
the way loads are described, I'm like, wow, it's a lot of laundry. Big loads.
I am
big loads.
I'm definitely
lots of cheering.
I like to make sure they're blessed and covered. In the holy water. Yeah.
Holy pool.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because it'd be wrong of me not to.
Yeah. This is what you came for. All the blessings. Soak them in. Breathe them in.
Do whatever you need to do with them. Yeah. 100%.
It's good for your skin.
From what I hear.
From what you hear.
So, so now with that, we're going to close out. Go ahead and tell the fair people, what you got going on, where they can find you at, all that. Oh, you had to look at your phone.
I'm a slacker because, I be changing up my profiles and stuff because I don't be liking people in my business. But if you want to see my naughtier side and work by this lovely gentleman here, you can find me on Instagram.
Not all my stuff is on there.
Not all, no, not all of it. But you can see a little bit of me on IG at vixen.aris, Aris.
So you changed it?
Yeah. Because I'm potentially in the lifestyle and a vixen/hot wife.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, I gotta tell you about my experience with the potential demisexual bull.
What? Oh, that's the one who's interested in your intelligence?
Yeah, like he was asking me all these personal questions, but he moaned weird.
I had someone grunt the other day, like animalistically.
They were grunting?
They were like,
a woman? No, this guy was really sweet, but my thing is, I don't know you, and we aren't close enough to where I will allow you to wake me up out of my motherfucking slumber because I was trying to be nice and let him stay over, and he woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning for like round 3, and I'm like, fuck you, absolutely not. So when you rub me wrong one time and I don't know you like that, it's very easy for me to cut you off and dismiss you. So now I'm just like, you know what? I might just like some random shit. Like just some random shit. I don't feel like I need to get to know this potential third or other person that I'm going to invite to fuck me in front of my partner or without him, whatever the case may be. I don't need you asking me how my day was because fuck you and your day.
So that's another thing. Before we close out, some people don't know how to play their position.
And that's what he made a mention of. My partner said that what may be better suited for us is the random stranger
or someone knows
who isn't trying to get to know me and probably steal your spot, and or someone that's already in a relationship, in an open relationship, who
or not.
We don't want to encourage people's infidelity. Is what he's suggested. We're not encouraging people to be unfaithful to their partner.
I'm not encouraging it.
You either need to be in an open relationship where you're allowed to date separately and the other person is allowed to date separately, and or you need to be single. However, but understand your role.
If you come over this way, it's because you're not happy. Or
it's not always because you're not happy. It's just because you're curious, or just because you're bored, or just because you can.
No. So there's a difference. There's a difference between you being able to and you're not being able to, but you're still here.
Because I know a man that's happily married, but that doesn't change the fact that we've had an arrangement for like 3 years, and he comes to see me.
Oh, but see, my arrangements, they be having other people, so don't tell me your personal problems. I give no fucks.
Yeah.
Are you here for dick?
Yes. No. Tell your drama to your best friend. Tell it to your
mom. Or to the person you sleep in the bed with.
Yeah.
I know how to listen.
You know how to play your role.
Listen, I've been in the same vicinity of both of them.
Yeah.
And they couldn't tell.
That she was that guy that was blowing her back out otherwise?
Oh, how are you doing? Hey, how are you doing? Hey.
We go to Bible study together.
Bathroom.
We're going to pray real quick.
Yeah. Just take her off a little second. She'll be right back.
Yeah. No.
Wig tilted.
The struggle. But yeah,
I know how to play my position.
Yeah. He had a feeling he didn't know how to play his role. And I'm like, but that's what the demisexual person is they like to have an emotional connection to personality to the woman. But for me, I realized I don't need to be close to you. I'm too fucking busy to be close to you. I don't want to feel like I have a second boyfriend. I don't want to feel like I'm dating someone else and I'm obligated to communicate with you on a regular basis and fill you in on what I have going on and this, that, or the other. No. Yeah. You can come and do me and he can watch and he might join in and you're going to go home and that's it. That's it.
Sounds like a great arrangement to me, but
I hit the jackpot. If that's what I decide to do.
Everyone can't play their position.
No, but we shall see.
Yeah, everyone can't play it.
So as we were saying,
yeah.
Instagram, vixen.aris, Aris, or on I just started my first Twitter.
That's great. You don't follow me.
I don't. It's
Probably
new,
not.
bit.
Probably not.
So the other one, if you're on X, Twitter, at Vixen Aris. Again, Aris. Because
Oh, she's a hot
I get to have some fun if I want to, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot
This guy,
wives. Yes.
whatever. He'd be happy to take me to church. I'm just saying.
I got some praying to do.
I might have some things to do.
Yeah. So it's the host with the most hectic right here at whatever by hectic. I have a whole show with my name in it. Right at Opulus Radio every Thursday nights at 8 p.m. I like doing more live than actually the distant joint, but I understand everyone can't do it. But the lives be longer than the actual regular joints. Like
Live is everything.
yeah. Live is definitely fun. I want to thank my beautiful guests for coming and showing out and being honest, especially with that list. That list was
That was a simple, stupid ass list. Bitches is stupid. I'm sorry. Some of y'all.
That's why I don't date.
You know what? If I was a bitch and I was stuck dating women that felt like I couldn't take them to some of those places that are good fucking dates. They're good fucking dates.
Well, people want to they want you to take them to Eddie V's and
that place I hear is very expensive.
Yeah, I ain't paid.
If you took me there, I would be like, why? Why are we here?
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to show off.
Some people are.
And my thing is, don't start off with an energy you can't maintain. So if you're going to take me to Eddie V's on date 1, then you need to take me to Texas de Brazil on date 2. Then you need to take me on a yacht boat or do some. You need to keep up with that energy. Don't take me here on date 1.
That's why I started.
And then we got to go to Arby's.
Oh shit!
I like Arby's, but I'm just saying. That's
cool.
Maintain up. There needs to be a momentum.
Ladies, some of my homegirls told me I'm the perfect first date, and I'll take you to Chili's and Applebee's. You have a great fucking time. If I'm taking you to Eddie V's or a Japanese steakhouse joint or a hibachi, leave the drawers at home.
Period. Because we fucking yeah.
We might not even leave the place.
Period.
Yeah. So with that being
rightfully so. If he takes you there, you giving up them pussy.
And I don't take everyone to the hibachi. Hibachi's like I like hibachi.
Yeah.
If I take you to hibachi, I like it.
Yeah.
So we fucking.
End of discussion.
So with that being said, good night, everyone. Have a great day. Peace.
All that jazz.